I want to touch on something that I'm spending a lot of time in this week, and that is language we are using when it comes to these social and emotional skills. One of the things, the work that I've been a part of and been developing is sitting at the intersection of education and industry. And so fully supporting folks within education as well as industry and what that pipeline and everything looks like and how to do it in a proactive and preventative way, a foundational way, and all the different intricacies that go into all of that. But something that I really want to touch on is language that folks are using. So in the education world, especially the K-12 world, you'll hear SEL, social and emotional learning. That is everything around self-awareness, self-management, relationship skills, responsible decision-making, social awareness, all the different pieces that go into that. Resiliency, active listening, agility, critical thinking, like the list goes on and on. When we get into higher ed, that may look a little different. That may look like life skills. That may look like workforce readiness skills. Whatever language, again, is used there. Then when we're going into industry is not using SEL as language. They're using human development. They're using human skills. They're using emotional intelligence. They're using this other language. Now, every single one of those, they're talking about the exact same thing. They're just using different language to talk about them. And so one of the things that I'm a part of right now and been focusing on is how are we speaking their language and how are we adapting that and adjusting that, all rooted in the exact same thing? And how are we universally speaking about it? So just some insight that I'm sitting with, the world of SEL is not really translating in terms of language to industry. And what industry is using, the K-12 space might not necessarily be using. They might throw the terms around and they're, again, talking and meaning the exact same thing, but what it's being labeled as in terms of language is different words. And so it's really important in my position in the work that I'm a part of is that we're really understanding the different language that is being used to talk about the exact same thing. Because at the end of the day, we're talking about the social and emotional skills around humans. We're talking about how we develop human beings. And so it's been interesting to spend time in those spaces to understand the thread lines and the through lines of what we mean when we say these different things and how they're being outwardly represented and talked about.